Welcome back to another day in the life of a reseller vlog. Today is Monday, April 29th. Welcome to a new week. I guess it depends on when you start your week. Some people start their week on Sunday. That's kind of weird if you ask me. Monday is usually when I consider starting the week. Start it up on a Monday and try to get some stuff done. By Wednesday, you reassess things and then you finish off the week on Friday. Unless you're a reseller, then it's Monday through Sunday. But today we're going to focus on getting things done. We got some orders that came into the big store overnight. Let's take a look and see what sold. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Brian Kingsbury. I'm a full-time reseller. I have two eBay stores, one with over 4,000 items, one with just shy of 2,000 items. This channel kind of just details the business and those two eBay stores, what I list into them, what sells, what I'm working on, online arbitrage, where I acquire new inventory, all that stuff and more. So let's take a look and see what sold out of the big store.
Looks like we woke up to 3 sales for $55.77. $55.77 for 3 orders. Let's see what sold.
First item sold for $21.56. It's a large Ralph Lauren polo shirt, short sleeve black, short sleeve. Put it short sleeve twice. Pima cotton. So that's just proof. Keywords don't really matter. You can put short sleeve twice and it still sells. We got that one in an online arbitrage buy. Picked it up. I think we paid $7.48 for that and sold for over $20. So we're making quite a bit of money on that one. It was a quick sale listed at April 27th. Here it is the 29th. It sold 2 days later. So that's the kind of stuff we want. A 2-day sale. You don't want to wait long for stuff to sell when you want it to sell quick like that. So black Ralph Lauren polo shirt, those are the ones that are in demand, so they sell a little bit faster. So we got 4 polos in that online arbitrage buy, and that's the first of the 4 to sell. Probably the most desirable one since it was black. Next item sold for $25.53. It's a hat, an American Needle blue Athens Olympics baseball hat, one size fits all, strap back. Let me give you a look at this one. This one was kind of unique because it had a signature on it. There's the logo and there's the signature. It was a gymnast. I can't quite remember. Humphrey, I think her name was. And there's the rest of it. American Needle. It was a nice looking hat. Had that signature on it. Was from the Athens Olympics. So pretty cool piece of history from '04, back in the day, '04 Olympics. So I think the name of the gymnast, it says here, was Taryn Humphrey. She won a silver medal in the uneven bars in '04. Silver medalist Taryn Humphrey. So it was kind of cool. We got that in a hat lot and I looked it up and it was signed by her. So we, assuming it's a real signature, we posted it up and it sold $25 and change. Pretty good price for a hat. Third item to sell overnight sold for $8.68. It's a free Enterprise VHS 1999 movie screener copy with William Shatner, keyword Star Trek. So VHS does still sell. I guess it depends on what you have. That one was a VHS movie that I got out of a Star Trek unit that I bought, a storage unit that had all kinds of Star Trek collectibles. I got a lot of it listed, mostly books have been selling, but that Star Trek VHS, I decided to list that one up, and we got a sale. Didn't sell for much, obviously, but a few bucks in the pocket. We'll take it. I'm gonna go grab those 3 orders. We'll get some shipping labels on them and get them ready to go to the post office. We got a full tote full of orders we're gonna take into town today, but before we do that, let me show you what I got posted this morning. Doing these fun little voiceover videos. I did dogs, I did cats, and this morning I did one with monkeys. Some Monday morning monkey business. I just posted this to my Facebook page to share with my friends on Facebook, but you can go on the channel and watch that now. It's pretty fun. So I've been doing those fun little voice-over videos with just images I find online, little cartoons. Like I said, we did the dogs and the cats and now the monkeys. I try to keep them short, like 3 to 5 minutes, so it's always just a fun little comic relief to get me a few views, get me a little closer to being monetized. Trying to get after that 4,000 hours, so we gotta find some way to rack up some hours. So go check those out, watch a few of them, and let me know what you think. Alright, there they are. Through the magic of video, 3 orders magically appear, ready for shipping labels. Let's get them printed. Alright, there they are, the 3 labels, and here come the labels, 3 packages rather. Here are the labels. There's one of them, and we're gonna get the other 2 here shortly, and then we'll get these into the tote and ready for the post office. 3 orders ready to go. Alright, 3 more orders for the tote, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3. We're getting jam-packed in that thing. Alright, now that the big store orders have been filled, I thought I would take you guys into the photo station, show you what we have set up to be photographed and listed today. After that, we'll look into the small store, see what's sold out of the small store, and get that stuff packed up as well. But let's head into the photo station and see what we got set out there. Alright, here's what I set out today to get photographed and listed. A few items that I've kind of been procrastinating on, and a few that I purchased recently just to try a few different niches, Hot Wheels and movies and that sort of thing. But this is the couple of items brand new from storage buyout. Happy Easter and Happy Spring. This says a few kids shoes here. We got a pair of Jordans in here, some Adidas, and another pair of Jordans as well, little baby Jordans. Look at those, aren't those cute? And then this was a pair that I bought the other day at Goodwill. Still has the price in there, I gotta take that out, but nice kind of a maroon, I guess it would be. Brooks Glycerin 16s, pretty nice pair, pretty clean. Good tread left on them, so we should be able to sell those for some decent money. I think I paid about a little less than, well, let's look at it, $14.99, but it was 30% off, so maybe around, what's 30% off of 15? You guys do the math. Over here, we got some plush. We've been working through these plush. We got this little guy, a little husky, I guess, and then the Berensteins, the Berenstein Bears. We got a trio of them, Mama Berenstein, and the 2 others. And then we got a nice pair of leather gloves here. These were kind of small gloves, so we might price them to sell. Brand new pair of socks, a little St. Patrick's Day socks. I think I got these out of a storage unit as well. And then here were the 3 Hot Wheels. I invested in these after researching some Hot Wheels. Paid a dollar each for these. But this one is a BMW 507. This one is a Lotus Emira, Lotus Emira, little red sports car, and this is a El Segundo Coupe. So 3 little sports cars, Hot Wheels. It looks like they're from 2023 rather. Those 2 say that. This one does not say what year it's from, but I'm assuming it's from 2023 as well. And then we got this, a brand new sealed The Legend of Zorro. You guys remember that one? Antonio Banderas and Catherine Zeta-Jones, the widescreen special edition. So brand new in the shrink wrap. We should get a decent amount for that one. Didn't pay too much for it. I think $2-3 at the thrift. So that's what we got to list and photograph. So I think today, what I'm gonna do is set you guys down, get that stuff photographed, and then we'll log into the small store, see what kind of sales we had. After that, we gotta have some lunch, but that's up next. We'll check out that small store, see if we had any sales overnight. We did pretty good. We had pretty even sales yesterday. I think over $70 in both stores, plus some additional sales that came in later in the day. But we woke up to over 74 orders out of both stores. I'm hoping for a little bit more today and this week. But we got to keep these listings going up, keep things steady, and keep that momentum going. Yeah, that's kind of one of the keys to success as an eBayer. You got to keep that momentum going. You got to keep new listings going up. You got to revise old listings. And you got to keep things flowing, you know, keep it moving. Things move out of your store. You got to accept offers on a little bit more than you would have liked sometimes, just to get that old inventory out of your store and make room for some new stuff and improve that sell-through rate. That's what everybody's working on. Pricing things right so that you have a higher sell-through rate and things don't become stagnant and just sit around. You don't want a bunch of old inventory just sits there and collects dust. Well, my stuff's all pre-packed, so it's not going to collect dust, but it's ready to go, ready for resale, ready for someone to buy it, and that's what we want. We want them to go out the door and make room for some new profits. Alright, there they are, a stack of fresh inventory photographed and ready to be listed. So I'm going to be honest with everybody, I'm not that excited about listing this stuff here that I just photographed. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. It's in different categories, all different categories. We got to take them one at a time. It's not really how I would recommend a reseller tackle listing. I'd recommend that you photograph a bunch of items all in the same category and list all those out all at one time, so you're just not jumping from category to category. Of course, doing it like this does benefit you in certain ways. It gets new eyes, you know, people searching for different things into your store. So if we're listing into different categories, it can benefit us in that way, but not my favorite thing to do, jump from category to category and listing all these different items in different niches and whatnot. But we're going to make it happen. We're going to get this batch done, and then we'll consider our next move after that. First now, we got to log into the small store, so let's check things out in the small store, see if we had any action overnight. So we got in the small store, looks like no sales overnight, so nothing to pack up out of the small store. I think what I'm going to do is list 3 items into the small store just to get a little action going, get a few fresh listings up onto the eBay site, and hopefully that will lead to a few sales today. So I needed 3 sales, and I've got 3 here that we can easily list up. We got this little guy, this little gal over here, little Berenstein Bears. We're going to put these 3 Berenstein Bears in the small store and let them have the shot at making a sale in the small store. Is he going to do it? I don't know. We'll find out soon enough. So it looks like the odds are stacked against him. This is Brother Bear here. Looks like there's 59 of him listed up on eBay, and only 3 have sold in the last 90 days. And 2 of them are actually lots. So this is the only Brother Bear that has sold. Best offer accepted, $9.93. So you're saying we got a chance, right? Remember that? So you're saying we got a chance. So there's still a chance that he may sell. There has been one that sold in the last 90 days. 1 in 59 chance. Could this be the one? Brother Bear, could he find a new home? I don't know. We'll have to list him up and see if somebody wants to adopt him. Once you adopt him, you gotta add these 2 as well, because you can't break up the family. You wouldn't want to send one to one home and these 2 to another. That would be tragic. Alright, it's about 1:30. I just got those 3 Berenstein Bears listed into the small store. I'm going to take a little moment here for some lunch, a little grilled cheese and a seltzer water. And then we're going to get back at it. I think I'm going to do another segment of Brian Reads the News. We got one here about the Rolling Stones on USA Today's entertainment section. I think I'm going to read that one off for you guys. So you can find that up on my channel if you're interested. You can check that one out. But let me get to this lunch. I'll give you guys a look at it. There it is. These perfect little grilled cheese sandwiches, right? Beautiful. Speaking of grilled cheese, look at this, the curious case of the missing cheese. I posted this one last night. Little mouse right there. You'll see that little mouse. You'll know it's the curious case of the missing cheese. That was a fun little one. It's got 88 views already after only a morning. So it's getting a little bit of action. Alright, it's a little before 4 o'clock. I'm going to head into town a little bit early, drop the orders off, stop at the bank, handle that end of the month type of stuff, transfer some money and make sure everything is okay for the next month, and then we'll head home. I'm gonna take a little run around Lake Padden, take some time for a few moments of gratitude, and then hopefully we'll get home and continue listing, get some more listings up into the store. We'll see how everything goes. I'll take you guys with me, of course, so let's hit the road.
Read King's pretty things.
Alright, as you guys saw, we made it here to Lake Padden. We got everything taken care of at the bank and dropped off all the orders at the post office. All the chores are taken care of. Now we're here at Lake Padden, a beautiful day out. The sun is shining and everything is good. So I'm going to go hit that trail, get my 2.6 miles logged in, and report back with a few moments of gratitude. Alright, we made it, another successful 2.6 around Lake Padden. Now comes the part where we think about what we're grateful for. I was out there running the trails thinking about a few different things while I was out there. I was thinking about ego, right? A lot of people talk about ego, how ego is the enemy in what you're trying to achieve. And, I always like this saying, success is on the other side of fear. And sometimes ego isn't the enemy. It's just a barrier. It's just a hurdle you need to overcome in order to get to where you want to go. And this week, I think I took a few little strides towards where I want to go with this YouTube channel. I'm trying a few different things, getting past the ego that's preventing me from doing things. This week, I tried a little bit of voiceover, and I tried a little bit of singing, and I put those out to the public. Didn't think about it too much, I'm not really much of a singer. I can't really carry much of a tune, but I gave it a go, and I put it out there, and there were a few decent results, Eventually I thought about it, what spurred it was I was trying to sing along to a song. You're in the car, in the shower, singing along to a song, and you think, man, I sound pretty good. I sound almost just like them. And then you hit record on the camera and you try it, you sing along to the same song and you listen back and you realize, no, I'm not the same. It's not the same at all. They have certain gifts that you don't possess, but that doesn't mean you can't sing and put your art out to the public. Your ego might think, man, I'm bad. That sounds horrible. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to hit publish. But I did it this week, crossed that little hurdle. Didn't let my ego prevent me from putting it out there. So go listen to it. Let me know how bad or good you think it is. I realize it's the first try. The first try at anything is going to be horrible. But I think I got a few decent results. I carried a tune on a few little songs. And in terms of the voiceover, that was more of an eye-opening endeavor. The little voiceover project was something, you think about, you see these little animal videos with comics voicing things, funny things over it, and I always wanted to try that, but I've yet to do that. I might try that next, but what I did was pulled a few cartoons. First I started with dogs, then I did cats, and today I did rats. I just pulled some images and pointed the camera at them and imagined a voice and tried to make it as comedic as possible. Obviously, I'm not doing double takes. This is all first take type of thing. Just saying what comes to mind. I think, the brain, in terms of, 20 years working as a photographer, you're in a certain setting and you're forced to kind of create that image and think quickly that way, and I think that kind of translates to this little voiceover project. You see the image and you imagine it sounding a certain way, and you're able to do that, and I thought I did pretty good at it. I gave myself a few chuckles, and I think people actually watched it and kind of liked it, so I might try that a little bit more, see if it's a talent that I have, or maybe it's something that I put behind me and try and conquer. I don't know, I think both endeavors are kind of something that you try and you don't expect magic the first time you do it. You're going to have to stumble your way through it, cross those barriers, jump those hurdles toward being good at it. But I think the first week of doing it, I think I did all right, and it got quite a few views, and helped me get a little closer to that 4,000 hours that I'm chasing. So it's just an addition to this reselling content. I've got the reselling content, I've got everything else I've tried. This is a few different little avenues that I'm reaching out into and exploring, seeing if I have any talent at it. Sometimes the ego prevents you from trying those things or even putting it out to the public, and I'm not going to let that prevent me from doing that. I've seen people in the last year that have stumbled over those hurdles and not been able to achieve what they're capable of. And I think, there's a lot of people that have issues with that, and that's their stumbling block. And I'm definitely guilty of that myself. As a quiet kid growing up, I never really had a voice, never really spoke up much.
and was always kind of in the back of the class, in the shadows, behind somebody else. A definite follower in ways, but I do have some leadership qualities, I think, that have blossomed, and it showed themselves at an early age, I think, in certain endeavors. My running and whatnot. I was kind of a leader in that team and that aspect of life, but it didn't really translate much to the rest of my life. And I think even now, we're still trying to get those qualities out and let myself achieve what I'm capable of. But getting over those little hurdles, not letting that ego prevent me from taking that next step in life. So I guess I'm grateful for that little discovery this week. Hopefully you guys take a little something away from that. Think about how it applies to your life. Maybe you have something that's preventing you from doing something you've always wanted to try. Go ahead and try it. Put it out there to the public. It's not gonna hurt you too much. Worst they could say is that it sucks. And you probably already know it's kind of sucky anyways. I realize my singing's pretty bad, but it's out there now, so get used to it. And like anything in life, the more times you do it, the more effort you put into something, the better you're gonna get at it. I say that a lot, especially with my nieces and nephews, and all these young people that I've dealt with over the years. I always tell them, well, it's like anything, the more you do it, the better you get at it. And I think that's kind of a lesson everybody can take away from. You don't just try something once and expect to be brilliant. It takes time. And some things take a lot of time, and sometimes you realize, hey, I got a little bit of a gift for that. I can do that pretty good, and you just have to hone those skills and keep at it and don't give up. And that's how you get to that finish line. That's how you get to that next area of life that you want to be, whether or not you consider yourself a success or not. I have that a lot with business. A lot of people say, oh, do you have a successful business? I don't know. What is your definition of success? Turns a profit every year, is that success? Are you making $1 million? Is that success? There's different definitions, different levels to this stuff. A one-man show on eBay is not going to make a lot of money. I'm never going to get rich doing a one-man show on eBay. But, you're rich in other areas of life. You have the freedom to do certain things. You don't have a boss telling you what to do. So there's benefits and to everything. So you have to find that silver lining to life sometimes, and think about it in a positive way. So I guess I'm grateful for all that, and as well as the sunshine today. The sun shone upon us. Out there running in the sun feels a lot nicer. I'd taken a couple days off, and yesterday I skipped running because it was raining. And I probably should have got out there in the rain, but today I made up for it, got out there on the trails, and got a little bit of that sunshine. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head down to the lake, give you guys a little bit of a look at Lake Padden today. We've skipped that the last couple runs as well, so we'll give you a look at it today and see what things are looking like. I think today is the first day of the fishing season, or they're out there today in droves. So the fishermen are out there, got their lines in the water and stuff, so we'll get out there and give you guys a look at the lake. Alright, here's a look at the lake today. It looks like they have some kayakers, some sort of team over there training or something. There's a whole bunch of them over there. You could probably hear them in the background. There is one fisherman over here, but it's pretty quiet over on this side by the shore here. But we're going to venture on a little bit, see what else we can see.
Alright, I got home, I showered up, I had some dinner, and I just posted my post-run gratitude video, got that up. Monday's post-run gratitude video, that's up now. It's part of this vlog that you're watching. You probably just saw it, so congratulations for sitting through that. But I post them separately as well, so I posted that up on my channel, and hopefully somebody will watch it. I don't know if the people will stick around and watch this far, but getting a little tired. It's after 9 o'clock now, but I'm trying to keep working, trying to keep getting the listings up into the store. Haven't made a lot of progress today. I did get the photos taken, I just haven't been very active in listing today. I got a few items up, but I think the focus will be listing tomorrow. I'll knock out the listings that the photographs that I have, and then we can get in the photo station and look for some new inventory to list. You know, the process repeats itself day in, day out, so we got to keep going. Got to keep listing into the store. Sales have been really slow today. I just did sell a polo shirt out of the big store, but I'm not sure why, but Monday is just terrible in sales sometimes. And especially today, I thought I was going to get skunked. No sales today. Just sold that polo shirt. Was the first sale of the day, so pretty lousy day of sales. But there's always tomorrow, so I got to put my nose down and get some listings up. The fresh listings lead to fresh sales, and just have to remind myself that I have been relisting things and lowering prices on some stuff, changing from free to calculated shipping on some listings, and throwing some stuff to auction. Actually, I'm trying to get rid of all the low priced items in my store. So I have stuff with stains and whatnot that are priced down to $2, and I threw them to auction for 99 cents. And I think what I'm going to do is, once they end, if nobody buys them at 99 cents, I'm going to pull all that inventory from my store and make room for some fresh stuff. I have totes full of good clothing that I got out of storage unit buys that I just need space to get listed. So I think that's the plan. Pull all the low-priced items and get some higher-priced good stuff in the store. That's the plan. But it's going to take some time. I'm throwing stuff to auction at 5 items at a time. So once those end a week later from when I send them to auction, then I can go grab them from inventory and make room for some new stuff, new clothing in the store. So that's kind of the process I'm working through right now, but a little bit more information than you guys probably wanted to know, but that's what's going on with the eBay world. Another day in the life of a reseller. As I said before, a lot of my efforts lately have been going to YouTube, putting a big push into YouTube the last few days, and it's really paid off. Let me show you what kind of action we have in the YouTube world.
Here's a look at the chart for the last 28 days. As you can see, you know, I usually list 1 or 2 videos a day. You can see that there, and then all of a sudden I missed one day there. But lately I put up some good numbers. I put up 9 videos, 6 videos, 9 videos, 8 videos, and you just see how things have jumped. In the last 48 hours we've had 1,403 views. So 1,403 views the last 48 hours, and that's a pretty good jump in views. Subscribers are up as well. We did get 1 new subscriber today. We're up to 343, so I want to thank everybody for subscribing. And here is the chart for the last 48 hours. As you can see, we had a massive jump there. I think that was Sunday when I was going after it and really posting quite a few things. Just I think there was over 200 people viewing at one hour there. That's by hour right there when you see the chart there. So it's kind of interesting to take a look at this and see how things jump when you put a little effort into things.
So the 4,000 hours is what we're chasing. I think I'm at 1,700 hours right now, but when you put effort in like this, sometimes it takes a few days for YouTube to kind of calculate things, and then you'll see those numbers jump once they get it all figured out and make it official. But I think that all those new videos should make that number jump close to probably 2,000 hours, I'd imagine. So we're almost halfway there in terms of the goal we need We need that 4,000 hours, and we're at almost, well, 1,700 right now. So we were approaching that 2,000 hour mark, and then we still need to get those subscribers though. That's the big one. Getting from 343 to 1,000, that's going to take some time. But hopefully, you know, it happens. It's going to take more time, but one at a time we'll get it knocked out, and eventually we'll make it. We'll make it to monetization. That's the goal. Yeah, it was interesting. I was thinking about numbers today. I was thinking if I could just convince 100 people to watch 20 hours of content, there's 2,000 hours right there. 100 people. Is there 100 of you guys willing to watch 20 hours of me? Probably not. It seems like people watch a minute here and there. You know, that's kind of the way it goes. People don't have attention span to watch hours and hours of something, but I know there are a few loyal fans out there that watch quite a bit of this content, so I want to thank you guys the most for helping me get closer to that 2,000 hours, and hopefully you guys will be the ones that help me get to that 4,000 hours. You know, everybody's jumping on board here, but I know that there's a few loyal viewers out there who have been with me from the start, so I thank you guys the most. That have stuck through this, seen the journey kind of unfold from hiking through the woods to what it is today. It's kind of transformed quite a bit, and now I'm trying some different things even this week, so who knows what it'll become down the road. We're just letting it become what it may. We have the day in the life of a reseller vlog, which is kind of leading the charge in all this. You know, it's not the most exciting content in my opinion. You know, I watch a lot of reseller content, so I know, you know, you just kind of have it on in the background. It's not really, doesn't provide a lot of entertainment unless you're doing something fun like a storage clean out, or who knows, you know, whatever you like. A lot of people watch those storage cleanouts, and I like to do those, but you can only do so many of those before you get a little burnt out. And I'm going to do some more in the future, but right now we're kind of just laying low, waiting for this month to kind of unfold. Tomorrow's the last day of the month. We looked at finances. We're doing all right. We made some good money this month, and next month we'll have to kind of buckle down and decide, are we going to lay low and list what we got, or are we going to invest in a little bit more inventory? You know, I got plenty of stuff to list. It's just finding the motivation to get it all online, and that's kind of the life of a reseller. Most people can contest that that's the way it goes, you know. The motivation is the toughest part. You know, everybody can go find stuff, and everybody can find stuff that is valuable, and you know, if you pay up for it, you can make a decent amount of money on the item. Flipping items is easy, but finding the motivation to get it all listed and photographed and do it on a consistent basis, that's the biggest challenge when you're going to get into this reseller game. And like on days like today where I'm just not having the motivation to list, my mom always says, I think you're probably just burnt out. And I was like, yeah, I probably am, you know, after all these years of doing it consistently and not really taking a big break from things. You get a little bit burnt out on life, and the reseller life is quick to kind of burn you out. You know, you're doing this and not seeing a lot of results. It's always good when you have a big day, you know, but that only lasts so long, that moment, that little rush of a big sale or whatever. You have a big day, and then you have several days like today where you're going sale-less until the very end, and you're making $15, you know, on a shirt, and that's not going to cut it. So we had to have some big days. You know, I know business has its ups and downs, but sometimes it gets a little tough when you have a few bad days strung together like this. But it seems a little bit like deja vu. You know, I've had this feeling every Monday, Tuesday for like the last few months. That's just the way it goes. You know, those Monday, Tuesday days, people are busy working. You know, they're not online shopping as much. So those sales will kind of dry up at the beginning of the week, and things will heat up later. As long as you keep those new listings going up, and you know, keeping the store full and active. That's what eBay wants. They want an active store. So I think I'm doing everything that I need to do in terms of relisting and sending stuff to auction and getting some fresh listings up. So I think it'll all work out in the end. This week will
kind of determine that. You know, you'll see the down day and the up day. That little chart, the little sales chart always tells you how you're doing. So I'm pretty active watching that day in and day out as well. So I'm checking the charts, checking the numbers, and making sure everything's on track, and if not, we make adjustments. That's one of the things you have to do as a reseller. You gotta have that ability to pivot, you know. I've got a lot of in my hand in a lot of different niches now. I'm listing a lot of different things, and I showed you that today, you know, a stack of all different categories, and it gets a little bit overwhelming sometimes. You know, I'm listing kids shoes one day, I'm listing Beanie Babies one day, I'm listing Air Jordans the next day, and jewelry and clothing and shoes, and it's just one thing after another. It's kind of fun to just focus on one thing, and I was doing that with the hats, you know, buying those hat lots. And I think I'm a lot happier when I do that, you know, focus on one niche and just get that rhythm and that flow to focus on just that one thing and get it listed, and then those sales will roll in as a result in that one niche. I think that's the way it is in business. You know, you gotta focus, narrow your niche, narrow your focus down. Don't have your hand in so many fires. You know, you gotta only deal with so much stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is stop thinking about it so much, stop talking about it so much, and call it a night. It's after 9 o'clock now, so good time to end this video. Again, I want to thank everybody for watching this one to the end. If you haven't subscribed yet, please take a second to hit that subscription button, ring that notification bell, and make it a regular part of your day to come on back and check in on me. I'll let you guys know how things are going in the business, what's selling, what's being listed, all that good stuff. Another day in the life of a reseller. Thanks for watching this one. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.